Hi, I'm going to do a quick video with the hopes that maybe we'll save some other people some money and not waste their time. I tried out a $300 90 NLS scanner. I do believe this technology is valid. There are other much more expensive machines that will do quite accurate and useful diagnostics. The AO scans one. If you want to work with the Beamer, some of these high-end ones cost quite a bit. Maybe the Hunter, I don't know, but I was hoping these low-end scanners had some real useful technology in them, or at least one thing worked on them, but from what I can tell, and I'm a computer software guy, this is just some fake software that they're trying to sell for around $300 US. So a few demos here. I pretty much learned their system, running it up to spec and up to speed. And what I've got here is a basic liver, it's a liver tissue scan. And I've got it all set up here, so I've scanned it out, and I'm not going to teach you all this stuff. It's not really important, but I learned most of it. But right now, there's a couple different things I can do with it. It's just the liver tissue is what it's talking about. If I check into the liver tissue, get a graphic here. This graphic is basically generated by what age group you are and whether you're male or female. It's kind of like a random generator based on your, basically like, profile. It has no real scanning ability as far as I can tell. And then to go on and further demonstrate how fake the software is, this Vegeto test is basically an external resonant cup that's supposed to pick up the frequency. Let's say you had alcohol in there or salt or something, and see how it affects the tissue. Now, the headphones you have to have on to sense. I'll take them off for a second. You can see it. Yeah, there it goes. It stops the ability for the machine to work. But the Vegeto test, it doesn't even check to see if it's plugged in or not. And I don't even have it plugged in. That's going to give me different results. For instance, it asks for a name, put in a random name there. It scans and it gives me an output. Now, what I finally figured out, because you can do this again and again and again, is that this is being generated just by basically the letters that are put into the scan here. Obviously, I have nothing external that's being compared against the actual, readout here. So these should all be the same. But if I scan through these, you'll see these are quite random. But they're only random based on the letter that I used for the first of the name here. So if I put in like a B here, I get a scan that's looks pretty much like this. It's pretty much yellow, slight variations. And I can show you this on comparative analysis in a minute here. And let's say I put in a K, I get a scan that looks just slightly different, but almost the same. Now, I figured out a code for one that always makes it look dark, and dark is actually makes it look very healthy. So I'm going to put in this code here. The code is GJHGH. I was just putting it random before, I didn't know why, and this one makes it turn out dark. So there it is. You can see that I should be able to get the same result every single time if it's actually scanning anything at all. It's not. So I'll put in a B again, and that'll give you this light color. So there's a fairly light colored scan with only one one triangle in there. And then if I put in this scan code for dark printout, so yeah, it's not giving you any useful information. It's just giving you worthless data based on the name. And as far as I can tell, all the other scans are just based on the age and the gender of the person being in the profile. There's probably a lot more to say, but I have found nothing useful on this. They pretty much backed down and refunded my money on this one. But maybe it saves somebody some time. If you're lucky, maybe you get a real one that actually scans. If anybody can actually show that they actually get a real one that scans for a reasonable price, that's great. There are good ones out there. My friends use them. This is real technology, but these Chinese knockoffs are like $300 for some very worthless software that's quite deceptive. So I wanted to do a video on that. Hopefully it's helpful. Take care. Bye.